my rooftop solar panels, which are great and all, and they work and they're producing lots of power when the sun comes out, but they are now infested with pigeons, making one heck of a racket, constantly running around. And I don't know, cooing's the wrong word for it really, it's more warbling. I mean, these are the original angry birds. Can we see them? Yes, I think we can. There's one of the culprits. Anyway, today this all stops because I've bought a little black skirt. Quite an expensive black skirt actually. It's what it is a set of powder coated aluminium panels which surround the entire solar array. So it's quite a bit of aluminium, and the guys are going to go up on the roof using ladders and ropes, I understand, and put an end to this menace that is the pigeons once and for all. So just got his rope thrown over the roof. That's tied to some really large drums filled with water, and then he carabiners onto that. He's kitted out like a mountain climber. He says it's not too bad under there in terms of pigeons. I imagine he's scared the pigeons off by now. So now he's going to start putting on the black powder coated aluminium sheets which form the bezel that goes around the entire array. They've got this special clamp bracket which is very clever. Actually, I'll get a picture of that in a moment. This is the bracket, so the wide opening goes around the solar panel frame, and then the 45-degree slot is where the sheet goes in, and the sheet doesn't quite touch the tiles, there's a small gap, but certainly stops the pigeons getting underneath the panels, which they love to do. So this guy's having similar problems to the ones that the solar guy had, which is that the tiles, the roof tiles, are so thin because they've been eaten away by the moss that they just keep breaking. And he was cursing them, the other guy. I imagine this guy will start cursing them pretty soon. But as he comes round this bottom left corner, I'll be able to see this 45-degree angled skirt thing. That's one of the pieces of aluminium. So it's obviously doing that internal corner now. The sun's in the wrong place to see this really, but that top left section is done. It's got the bezel on it. I think the lower left solar panel has got the bezel on its top edge. But of course none of that I can see at the moment. I'm not going to be able to actually see this until he's done this lower left edge and the bottom edge, and the sun comes round to illuminate it. So I think now you can just about see this bezel, this skirt, 45-degree angle on it. He's just come down that left hand side, and now he's going to work along the bottom from the ladder. Doesn't need to be sitting on the roof for this last bit. Yeah, so try getting under there, pigeons. I think you'll have a hard job. So that's it, that's the full. He's just finishing off the bottom right. There's a few broken tiles up there because they're very worn and very thin. But yeah, we're just putting the last panels on. And then my solar array, 3.8 kilowatts of panels with a 3.6 kilowatt inverter, will be fully skirted, and the pigeons will have nowhere to hide. And while my neighbour's popped out, I'll just get a picture from his drive. Yeah, you can see that well now because the sun's on it and it's reflecting in the sunlight. Nice blue sky today, very nice. Just one thing has crossed my mind, and that is that airflow behind those panels will be more restricted than it was, and therefore the panels are going to get hotter, the air underneath them is going to get hotter. It doesn't seem to have affected total power generated, because as panels get hotter the voltage reduces and therefore the power drops. It doesn't seem to be significantly lower power than they were before, but I guess time will tell.